We up and I'm feeling like a new me. Stacking new sets, some new E. NFTs, all of them you need. Back in my zone like 2-3. All time high, hit a new peak. Let's go. Homie, the Bulls is back. I said the Bulls is back.
GM market update for you here as we have Bitcoin above 71,000 bucks here, which is pretty incredible and a very nice warm welcome and a good start to the day overall. So 71.7 as we're speaking right now. Essentially just went on a bit of a moon mission over the last 2 days. And this is, of course, a momentum asset. And as it gathers momentum, we often see some crazy price action. So I think you may not want to price your altcoins in Satoshis over the coming month if Bitcoin really does chad from here, which I think is going to happen. And from what Crown was saying, potentially deep 80s on the horizon in the month of November. So somewhere, say, up here, which would be pretty cool. Alts probably sell off in terms of a Satoshi value. Hopefully they can maintain at least their USD value, and then the leg that follows will be rather incredible stuff. So let's just go through some data here. So Bitcoin's up massively. We've got huge inflows again yesterday. You can see BlackRock, the far left column, just hoovering up BTC, and almost $500 million yesterday in net inflows into the ETF. So pretty crazy stuff there. You've also got ETH slowly making a move here. Nothing to write home about as yet, but I think this will move at some point. But the talk of the town, of course, is Sol, where the majority of activity is occurring. Now pushing up to this kind of resistance zone up here. So once we can break this, we're really off to the races. And it'll be rather exciting for Sol and its ecosystem overall. This is the Sol ETH chart. You can see a bit of a pullback here. Maybe we'll come and retest this line, support resistance flip and continuation, but all the metrics are favoring Sol over Ethereum at this moment in time. Also want to pull up Popcat as well, which has broken into new all-time high territory today, which looks pretty damn cool. Also, bear in mind, we also have the dollar, which is still at 104, which is quite high. We've also got rate cuts continuing, potentially 25 basis points coming next week. Larry Fink predicting 25 basis points at minimum will occur before the end of the year. So quite a few things in our favor here for crypto. Truth Terminal here. I want to post a link to a token. Token links are always scams on this site. If you want to make money, read the Goatsy Gospel and learn to think for yourself. The Goatsy Gospel does go into detail around Fartcoin, one of my bags. Truth Terminal, 207,000 followers. Andy Airy, the creator, has had his account hacked on X, formerly Twitter, and so do be aware of anything being posted by him, because he did post he posted a contract address earlier on in the daytime, and obviously it wasn't him. So looks like that has been cleared up, so can't see it on here. But yeah, his account has been kind of hacked by someone. They moved all the Truth Terminal funds to a brand new wallet, and things seem to be secure there. So let's move on to the actual GOAT token here. As you can see, it's at 69 cents or 690 mil market cap. A nice recovery off the lows that we saw over the previous couple of days. And this thing needs to be trending upwards in order for the ecosystem to have breathing room. We've seen that now. This obviously is a nascent industry. A lot of possibly new rich people. I mean, there's probably a lot of like AI developers who have got huge bags and they've been distributing tokens, etc. And so the charts on these have not traded like anything I've really seen before. But what we can discern from the information we've seen so far is that these tokens in the ecosystem, they are not going to trend upwards unless GOAT has a clear uptrend. So they've been chopping down and sideways, or quite a bit down. As you can see here again, big pumps, big dumps on Shigen. This is my reload zone. If we're going to get in around here, around 10, 11, 12 mil, market cap is approaching that quickly, but without GOAT showing sustained momentum forwards, these are dying off each and every time. So that is something to take note of. But in terms of the AI meta overall, I do think this goes a lot further. Obviously, it makes sense to have the biggest bag in the GOAT token itself as first mover advantage. Very hard to tell what's real, what's fake in that industry. You have to be pretty much in the LLM space to understand these kind of things. But that's pretty much it from the AI stuff. Let's move on to some other meme coins. So we have GIGA, which is Giga Chad. Now listed on Kraken, which is pretty funny. Kraken bending the knee, starting to list some tokens. The infamous big jawline of Giga Chad there. We have the Balkan Dwarf posting nice. I think it's actually just below its all-time high, because I think the all-time high is on a wick basis. Okay, CoinGecko is calling it a new all-time high. However, from the charts I've looked at, there is someone who blasted a wick up to like 0.12. But it's pretty much at all-time high. So Balkan Dwarf doing really well. Just check this video out. This one's pretty hilarious. Contains a nice homage to Murad. Green dildo party. Find another band. Murad there. So yeah, KEKEC Balkan Dwarf has just been posting like better and better content overall, which is pretty intriguing. Do check out all the content on here. It's stupid, it's viral, it's going to do well, let's be honest. So very interesting to see how this continues to develop. What we saw previously, if we just go back to deck screener here, SPX 6900. This kind of crazy move is possible for the ETH-based meme coins, and this has just shown what can happen. So this was trading at like 1/100th of the current valuation, literally back in like August, September time, somewhere back here, which is pretty crazy stuff. It's now at $1 billion market cap. So these things in these markets, like Balkan Dwarf is at a 30 mil market cap. They can push up so much quicker than you'd expect. So AI memes, plus we continue with the normal memes as well. Just got consolidated positions across the board, to be honest with you, and just going to wait things out here for the most part. Unless there's a new meta, I'm not really interested in aping new stuff. The bags are pretty much packed for what's to come over the coming months. Now, the final bit of food for thought for today is this. So BlockMates is back posting. He says, if Trump wins, probably sell the inauguration. If Kamala wins, probably sell in May. So the halving was April 2024, 12 months out, puts us at April 2025. I don't think that's a bad kind of area for the market to top within. A lot of people are calling for the market to top later into 2025. I've got some issues with that. Personally, I think inflation may well rear its head again in 2025. And then if you hear a bit of a Fed pivot once more, or they really take concern over that inflation re-ramping up, then that could be something that stalls out risk assets. Also with Trump, so inauguration date here, 20th of Jan 2025. So presuming he wins, because the polls look like he's going to win, and I don't know anyone who would be voting for Kamala Harris, to be honest with you. Well, it would seem that that would be now a 3-month period of jubilation around Trump winning. He's crypto friendly, asset markets rising because he's going to pump markets is the kind of belief around this. He wants a strong stock market. So in my mind, it just makes sense that we'll have a big rush initially, and whether that would create the bubble that actually then bursts. If that does play out, I think this is an intriguing point. Top for, say, Bitcoin around the inauguration, so end of January. Typically after Bitcoin tops, you get maybe a month or two of this alt season where things then really do blow out. So that would put us into Q1, towards the end of Q1 of 2025. So on this basis, kind of like 3, 4, 5, 6 months tops, I would say, for making as much money as possible from this market and just being in it and living and breathing it every day. So that is the plan as of now, but let me know your thoughts on this down below. Anyway, see you next one. Peace.